Good afternoon, everyone. Happy lunchtime. And yes, it's time for more Genshin. Please excuse my little lack of enthusiasm. I, once again, triggered a headache somehow. Um, I'm in strong belief now that it really is the sliced cheese that we have, because I was fine this morning. A little bit of like a sinus pressure, that like swelling feeling on your nose and where your glasses can sit and it pinches. I had a little bit of that, but I was just like, no, it's fine. I know it's springtime, allergies, whatever. That's going to cause an issue. I made lunch a little bit early, made myself an omelet with some sourdough bread, avocado spread, made a nice sandwich, and it was really good. Not even joking, like 10 minutes after I ate it, I started feeling more of that pain just going up the side of my nose and into the upper part of my eye, which going down behind my eye would mean a migraine would trigger. And cheese is a migraine trigger for me. And if you don't know migraines very well, certain things, specifically food related items, can cause them. I don't know the ins and outs of why that is. Excuse me. But for me, it's always been cheese and chocolate. So I've been forever and ever I've been trying to cut back on how much of that I eat or how quickly I eat them. And over the years, it's been here and there that the trigger will happen, and I'll be like I am right now. Uh, but lately, for some reason, cheese has started to kick up being a trigger and will trigger headaches no matter what. So I do need to take a step back and do that. Unfortunately, I put out the going live message uh, before I really started to notice that happening. I got it to taper off a little bit, but as of right now, it's not doing super awesome. So I'm trying to do my best to look more towards like, where Twitch chat, I can't talk, is because that's in dark mode versus the game. So you can kind of see how badly that's going to go if I'm playing. But I still wanted to do a little short stream for lunchtime as I usually do. Um, and as you can see from the title, it's going to be short but chill vibes. We'll do our daily commissions for our primos, of course. We are capped on resin, so I might just, fight, chill a little bit, fight, chill a little bit, and we'll ascend Kazaha to level 70. Um, and then, of course, talk about Arlecchino. So I'll dig into that in a bit. But first, why don't we do the trials for Linny and Fremine. We'll start with Fremine. Now, on my main, I do have C6 Fremine, but he's not built. As for the characters they give here, it's funny that they doubled up on the healers. I don't know why. Like, I can kind of understand wanting double Hydro to do the freeze, because his whole thing is Shatter. And honestly, he literally is just budget Eula. I'm not even joking.
Leave the wounded to me.
No, my sword.
I don't know why you're here, Mika. You kind of do nothing. Well, that's not true. He has a buff, I believe. Do you have a whole one too? Oh no, it's, what is it? Is it tap and then he lets go of pair? Or is pair only his burst? Pair might just be his burst. That's alright. Oops. You're not Barbara. You are us. They're on the wrong buttons for me.
Getting gear. Pair. Frost is coming.
Yeah, I don't actually mind Fremine. Fremine, his speed actually does remind me of Eula, now that I think about it. We can grab his stuff. Now we got Linny. Remember what I said on my bet? If I get the Skyward Harp, I'll use the wishes towards Linny. Our magician boy. So again, kind of interesting. You can kind of get the Overload vibe because there's Kuki Shinobu here, but Kuki and Bennett are healers.
Adventure time.
Now disappear.
Stop looking at the floor. Actually, I don't think he has looking at the floor thing.
Lightning Sheriff.
That's not cool.
Let's get this show on the road. Step right up.
Good swing, Bennett. 10 out of 10.
Our bond is strong.
A round of applause.
I gotta admit, jumping around in the cat in the hat is fun. Still not really a huge fan of his gameplay, but I'm sure I would get used to it. Especially, again, knowing now that he's Mono Pyro. Pino? Alright. Alright. We're gonna go fight Mangu Kenki, and then we're gonna talk about Arakino. Oh, here's a question. So they added stuff to the books. You see the chapters here? And it says, you know, equip 2 characters with 4-piece sets of 5-star artifacts. Oh, this one did carry over. Enhance 8 5-star artifacts to level 8. What? What? Where you be? What? I'll have to go back and take a look at this on my main. So in earlier chapters, they added some challenges, quote unquote, or progression, however you want to call it, that rewards standard fates. And one of them was, I think it was either level the artifacts or it was equip characters with 4-star artifacts at certain levels. So like level 12 or level 16. I obviously have those on here. So funny enough, on my main, I have at least 2 characters that have 1 4-star level 16 artifact. And it's just because I need the set bonus and I don't have a 5-star version of the item. And it didn't count towards it. So I was like, well, I would understand it if you did it, but you sacked the item into something else or something like that, and it didn't count it. But I had the item in my possession. So I was wanting to see, because our characters here, mostly, that's the math. Thank you. Our characters here mostly have the 4-star artifacts, not complete sets, but the 4-star artifacts at level 16. Xingqiu, I would have to level a Exile headpiece, I think. Or I would just have to throw a Sans on him instead, that somebody else has. But, like, Xingqiu I think is the only one that has a 4-star set on. Yeah. So it's kind of interesting that it did that. Alright. And then, of course, we have the new Trounce domain down here for the Knave. And then more story completion here. Seriously wish they would let you scroll through this too. But whatevs. Alright, let's go fight Mangu Keiki. They changed the map. Mangu Keiki. And then.
Taking a stroll in the middle of a downpour certainly rouses the spirit.
That's one way of putting it.
But it's best to dry your clothes as soon as possible after the rain stops.
Yes, it is. There we go. Rawr. And take hit point loss. Fall damage. Fall damage. And we go. Bap.
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds.
Rain cutter.
Oh, so sorry. Cool it.
I can't see anything.
Shaken and stirred.
The wind knows me.
Get out of the way, Kaya. That's not getting out of the way, Kaya.
Think you can bully me?
As one with wind and cloud.
Oh, you bitch.
One with nature.
Let me weave you a verse. Rain.
Oh,
Lines through
that's not good. Where'd he go? Oh, balls. Get out.
Into the wind.
Scratch. Can't handle your dream.
This moment will be frozen in time.
And no, I'm not the best at when I come to finding this person. Oh, Diona, you need your skill back really quickly. No, get out of the way.
I'm here.
Dodge this. The wind knows me.
Rain cutter.
Clouds high. The birds call cool it.
Oh, I can't see. Oh,
Think you can bully me? Look at you, Boozel.
oh, I hate you.
Oh, so sorry. Freeze.
Scratch.
This is when I miss Nouvellette.
Into the wind.
Know my sword. Witness the power of Guhua. Yeah.
I might have to. Oh, was I using Zhengling before? I might have been.
This moment will be frozen as one with wind and cloud. One with nature.
I might have been. Where's my thing? There's my thing. Oh, we got 3. That's good. That's good. That's not. All right, let's get out of the rain. Where do we want to go? Was I in Inazuma City? I think I was. Want to? Oh no, I was in like Rito. Actually, you know what? Let's go to Rito for a second. I can get
Clear weather all around
the
brightens the
Oculus.
heart.
So let's go grab the Oculus for a second. Fall down, Kazuha.
The wind knows me. Time to go.
Oops. Get back up. Probably not how they intended you to get that, but whatever. I mean, I used Zhongli when I got when I got mine on my main. All right. No keys anyway. But yeah, we have Arlecchino's story quest now here as well. So Arlecchino. I was reminded of a few years ago, back when Square Enix held their fan fest for Shadowbringers, so the reveal of Shadowbringers. And at the end of the keynote, the president and CEO of Square Enix came out dressed in the iconic like cape and mask of Blue Mage to reveal that Blue Mage was finally being added to Final Fantasy XIV. The hype was so real. Videos were dropping so quick, expressing just how excited they were and theorizing how it was going to work, specifically because 14 is the second MMO in the Final Fantasy franchise, 11 being the first, and having the best iteration of Blue Mage, in my opinion. So it's like, oh, is it going to have something like that where you equip the spells, it's level dependent or whatever? It could have been solid. Less than 24 hours later, I had never seen Hike die so quickly. And that they were explaining that it was a limited job and what a limited job was going to be, and so on and so forth. That basically the job is kind of there, it's kind of novelty. You'll never be able to use it in real content with other jobs in the game, which sucked. Absolutely sucks. Well, I think I saw Hype die faster than that last night after Arlecchino dropped. And I'm not just talking from my perspective. I can say I'm a little disappointed with her, but I was watching a streamer last night with my husband, and he pulled for Arlecchino. So he got C0 and her weapon. Now, for testing standpoint purposes, that's where he stopped, but he did get C1. So I don't know if the opinion changed after activating C1 or not. But just for C0. Now, unfortunately, he couldn't level the weapon because the domain for the items needed wasn't open and he didn't know it was needed. So uh, he had to make do with what he had, which is what a lot of players probably would do if, you know, let's face it, you want the weapon for the drip, but you don't necessarily need the weapon. You could use something else that you already have. And in this instance, he ended up using the Jade Winged Spear, as well as a couple artifacts. I think he threw on a two piece that had attack percent on both of them as a stopgap, because Arlecchino's actual artifact set that you would possibly want to equip on her to enhance the Bond of Life stuff and do whatever she does um, was released with her. So there was no way to pre-farm for that. So this is going off of level 20 artifacts that were pretty decent and whatnot at level 1. She is like hitting fairly good at level 1 talents, all of that stuff. So it was pretty amazing. It's like, oh man, this looks pretty fun. This looks great. And then I had to go to bed. Hi, Brian. Oh, I'm not pulling. I'm not pulling. Um, this is the trial screen, not the wish screen. uh, so yeah, I went to bed, and when I got up, my husband was watching the VOD, and funny enough, it was roughly around where I had gone to bed, and he was testing, the streamer was testing Arlecchino in the Spiral Abyss, doing different team comps, just got her to 90 and all that stuff. And the Theory Crafter meta in terms of the team composition wasn't terrific. Like, he couldn't really make it match, didn't feel like it matched. And I was like, that's fair. You're going to play the character how you feel is appropriate and comfortable for you. Like, I had C0 Nouvelette, for an example, for the longest time. You can run Nouvelette with practically anything because Nouvelette's a hyper carry. He's not there for reactions or anything. He's there just to super soak everything to obliteration. But I always played him safe with Zhongli. That way I had a shielder and he wasn't getting knocked around. I tried using like Baiju and Dea and whatnot to help with interruption, but that didn't really amount to anything. He was still getting knocked around. I felt I needed the shield. So, case in point, like certain things are going to mesh better for you. So, in my case, if I were to pull Arlecchino on my main, I would probably run Zhongli because I did that once before. Why not? And unlike Nouvelette, Arlecchino can't be healed by others. Um, huh. Do I have a swear filter on? Because you got censored, dude. I'll have to check that. But no, I'm not pulling at the moment. It's one, this is the alt. I don't have any 10 pulls. But I am just ranting a little bit about. Oh, that was you. Okay. Um, I'm just ranting a little bit about what I had seen for Arlecchino because I was hyped for her. I still love her look. I love that she's a polearm user. I love that she actually has a scythe effect on the weapon. So freaking amazing. And honestly, like I said, her damage at the start was really good. But upon watching like the testing that this streamer was doing in the Abyss, now this Abyss is not great for her. I'm going to state that. It's probably not her time to shine. She had an issue where her skill like kind of locked on somewhere else. and missed. Her skill has a 30-second cooldown, and her whole kit revolves around that skill. So if you mess up just once, she's useless. Like, you have to wait that 30 seconds to do it all again. So if you're doing that in the Abyss, 30 seconds, that's a time killer. So let's go ahead and take a look at Arlecchino. And this is the other problem I have. This is more of a Genshin thing as a whole. So here's Arlecchino. She is freaking fantastic. I love her look, right? Oh, it is her charge. It's her charge that does the wing. And she can fly around. Yeah. Oh my god, that is quick. I never actually noticed how quick that was. So, I don't know exactly the order for the other characters in terms of a rotation. What I do know is that you have to do her skill first, right? And then you do her charges. So she gains the Bond of Life. Alright, and I've already lost some health, so I am going to burst.
This is where you fall.
It cleanses her of the burst, or the Bond of Life, and you start over again. Ow!
Witness my rise.
Okay, there's the...
Laid bare.
Actually, you know, let's put up Sing Show and Toma.
Fire it up.
And then that's it. So for the how powerful she technically is and everything, I feel that there isn't enough in the trial to really get a vibe of what she can do. So the way she feels, daddy. No, 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 no. You call her daddy. She is father. Honestly, Brian, I think you'd really like her. She again, it just feels like you can't get what she's meant to do. So like I would have to take her into a boss room, so like one of the world bosses or something. I usually go pick on the Geo Bishop. Uh just to test stuff. And we'll continue the challenge. We'll bring her back out. Yeah. I can work with that. So yeah, she looks really cool. The movements are really fluid. And I love it. I really do. And I have the Bond of Life after. Cool. Everybody's got their bursts, so good.
Overruled. Swirl, Mark 2. Rain outlines your fate. Rain cut.
Check this out. I got you covered.
This is where you fall.
Really?
Transfixed.
Ooh.
Enhanced animal module 75 and Let me weave you a verse.
Don't get too close. Here's backup.
Laid bare. Witness my rise.
That felt pretty good. Oh, it didn't just outright lock me out of it again. So, like, here it felt really smooth and fluid and good. Now, I know mine would be a little not so much that because the trial characters, of course, are level... This is level 80. Okay. She has her signature weapon. And she has her set for artifacts. She is C0, so that's fine. And she has level 8 talents. So obviously, you know, seeing the initial numbers when you get her is not going to be quite the same as the trial. But as I'm saying, like, you saw how quickly they died, right? It's kind of hard to gauge a feel, and at least in my opinion, a feel for the character. But seeing that hype die in that streamer's stream and chat saying, and he was just like, if you're a brand new player, don't pull for Arlecchino because there is a skill ceiling to it. And I can kind of get that. But at the same time, like, I don't want to be discouraging and being like, no, don't pull for her. She's crap because she feels good here. But the fact that I feel compelled to pull for her because she feels good here and then finding out that she's really not that great with what I have, it's kind of a hard thing to decipher. And that's why I'm saying it was reminding me of FanFest, the hype of Blue Mage dying, and it died like from that testing, that initial testing that I saw for Arlecchino, die within like 45 minutes. I think it was a little bit longer than that, but I don't know. There's a part of me that wants to pull for her on my main still because I do have, like I said, I have the Jade Wigan Spear. Right now it's on Sino, but I can pop it to anybody I want. I can easily throw on Gladiator and some other attack set while farming for her set. So in terms of like equipment, she's not going to be that bad. In terms of teams, I do have Xingqiu, so I could use him. I've seen if you want to pair her with Farina, because Farina needs whatchamacallit, healers, those vital people. You can use characters like Lynette. Obviously, you're going to use Arlecchino and even Dea. So Dea would help with the interruption, but she's also self-healing, such the same as with Lynette and Arlecchino. And this will actually trigger the healing buff needed for Farina to get the attack buff. So that's actually viable for me. I could do that. What's not viable is anything on my alt account. Because honestly, I wouldn't mind. I honestly really do think that I could make her work. There's a part of me that wants to try to pull for her on this account. But like I said, I have the bet. I will pull for Liddy if I get that bow. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I saw the hype die down with some of that testing, but at the same time, I watched a couple videos of just people pulling for her and just being excited, seeing what she could do with all the animations and stuff like that. And that's kind of the vibe I have, right? Like, I'm not looking for the big numbers, the perfect build, especially not in this state of the account. So it's like, technically this is a new account, not a new player, but this is a new account. So would it be bad if I did pull for her? Like, she would be an on-field pyro. She doesn't necessarily need to be paired with someone like Diona. The only thing Diona is going to provide is a shield, and in that case, I could level, say, Kirara. Because Kirara only does shielding. She doesn't need to do healing. And I could probably do, like, a Burgeon comp. Now, I would have to be extremely careful with Burgeon, because Burgeon kills characters left and right. But I'm at a little bit of a loss. Because I do want to pull for her. I really like her. But on my main, do I use my guarantee and try, hopefully, get into pity enough to get her, and then have to build up pity again and lose to Risley again on the 50-50 to Chi-Chi? I'm still sad about that. But yeah, I did not want to do that again. I'll do it again anyway.
Overruled. Animal hypostasis emulation.
I got you covered.
No, my sword.
Well, that's not going to do anything.
Everlasting as the moon.
I think the other thing we saw is that she wasn't great with, like, group enemies.
Transfixed.
No.
Pitiful. Swirl, Mark, don't break my glasses.
No.
That's not right.
No, it's not right. And Xingqiu missed.
Fire it up. Supporting fire.
Witness my rise. Overruled.
Yeah, I mean, I think I made my decision. I actually really like her. I think she's a lot of fun. But again, it was going to take it into like the actual field and stuff like that, where things have more that's just more than just hilly churls or slimes, and I can get knocked around, similar to Sino. Other trials. We just want to grab her stuff.
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised.
Is it? I'm sorry. I'll leave. Thank you, ma'am. So yeah, I think actually talking that out, I will pull for Arlecchino. Because I do like her playstyle more than I like Linny's. I will state that. However, I will honor my promise on this account. Where am I? Where am I on how many of those wishes, right? 5. I don't know how I'm going to get 5. Because like I said, I think the next 10 pull on here will give me, will actually give me the 5-star. Do I have anyone I haven't gotten stuff from? 20, 20, 20, 20. Yeah, so I guess the next step would be to leveling them above. Where Kazuha? The next one won't, but the 81 will? Yeah. Call the Dragon Sword. So yeah, I think I will try to get Arlecchino and make her work. If anything, she'll be like my
Taking a
Sino,
stroll in the
where I
middle of the
think he's
downpour
fun,
certainly
but god
rouses the
dang, I wish he
spirit.
had a little bit of improvements.
But it's best to dry your clothes as soon as possible after the rain stops.
I know. Oh, I wanted to try Jingling. Hang on. Don't fall down. There we go. Well, where's the Sealy for here? Somewhere down there. Okay. Well, one day the Sealy will find his way home. One day. Alright, let's put in Zhangling.
I'll bring my seasonings.
So the biggest point of that little self-discussion and discussion with you guys about Arlecchino is I do want to pull on this banner on this account. Specifically, yeah, you don't want to pull for 5 stars or 4 stars, we know. But Constellation for Zhangling are a little too hard to pass
Nice
up.
and spicy. Know my sword. Think you can bully me? Can't have in your drink.
Cool it.
You're toast. Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Ha. Sketch. Rain cutter. Rain outlines your fate.
Don't get frostbite. Dodge this.
Ah, dang it. Good dodging. Oh, get out of the way. Goba.
Think you can bully me?
Yeah. Yes, yes he does. Meow.
Diana special.
Cool it.
Let's go, let's go.
Dodge this.
I mean, fair.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Shaken and stirred. Witness the power of good. Eat this. Goba,
Yeah, Goba.
hit them. Sketch. Can't have in your drink.
Freeze. This moment will be frozen in time.
Rain outlines your fate. Know my sword.
Dodge this.
Almost, 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 almost.
Think you can bully me?
Look out. Mhm.
Freeze.
If I run fast enough. Only 2. No 5-star. Alright, let's move somewhere else. Like I said, we're just gonna chill and level Kazuha today. And we'll go back to Rita. We'll We'll replenish anything we need. Bond. Oh yeah, the bond of life. All right. All right. Let's see what that. What was that achievement? World things. If I run fast enough, defeat Mungo Kenki without being hit by his phantom attacks. I'm the best. I didn't even realize I did that. 10 more primos for me. Anything else? Oh, I suppose I could go check on my the Serenity Teapot too. And our commission. Oh my god. I could do the commissions. I spent so much time just talking myself into pulling for Arlecchino that I forgot about commissions. Well, we'll go to the teapot first. But see, that's the funny thing too, because that also reminds me of Blue Mage. Blue Mage lost a lot of hype when it came out, but then people started having their own fun with it, and then they started creating kind of content for it in certain challenge modes, and people are all about it
We have
again.
put in much work of late.
Da, 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 da. Oh, they changed this too. I actually went on briefly this morning on my main, and I was testing out the. I don't have on here, but I was testing out the treasure compass to see, because there's the way the treasure compass is used to work is that like this little beam of light, if there was something in the area, it would just kind of go in the direction vaguely of where the chest is, but you couldn't pinpoint it exactly. Now it actually shows up on the mini map, and I was like, okay, and I found a couple of them out in Inazuma, so that was like, all right, I'm happy with that. Uh, all courtyard wall. I think this was the same, right? Indoor furnishing, filter, only display certain furnishings. Okay. Uh, hmm. Okay, so this goes from like indoor to outdoor or something like that. Or is this region? Event. These are Fontaine. Hmm. Let's build the two I haven't built yet. Is that all? Nope. Need Hilly and I need materials. Now, hold up. Realm Depot. Oh god, did more stuff get added here too? I'm not gonna sift through all of them, because my god, that would be a lot. Oh, it looks like some stuff is
If you ever have
ready. Let me just do something. If I do this, do I have any stuff for sets? No, this didn't change any. I'm trying to remember, I think they said they was gonna update something with the teapot. Hello, doggo. Hello, me. There we got lampgrass, we got other fruits. Nothing worthwhile, I don't think. Oh, well, that's not true. We can put the chilies in here. Never have too many chilies, especially if we get like Yao Yao or something. Lynette's item. Let's see. We can do more Lynette's item. Hold up. Zincho, you only need one more for set for Ascension. How much do you need? Oh, you have enough to go to 90, so you're good. Unless some little girl decides they want your silk flowers. Chilies, I know, are decent. You're gonna have the problem. So we're almost, we're 10 away from presumably Kaya having them. Yes, I know I should level my shielder first, but I love Kaya. Even if he calls me a slacker.
Come
We're
on,
gonna have to
let's
farm
get moving. We're not frozen in place after all.
I'm looking at you. You're the one standing there. Got him. So the traveler will be okay. He just needs the mask switch. So does, I believe, Xingqiu. And then we have 2 for you. So she has enough to go to 80 that we can plant. So part of me, let me just check to see what I've got here. Because again, the other thing that I'm going to roll on, as I've said before, is Baiju. So if I lose 50-50 on whichever character I do tend to roll on for this banner, then I'll be guaranteed
I
Baiju.
didn't know you were such a slacker.
I hate the teapot sometimes. Where am I looking? Where are my essential materials? 35. So he has enough for like 2 ascensions. So yeah, we'll plant the violet grass. Oops. Violet grass at least I can also buy in a shop. Alright. I'm muddled about so much. Magukenki is actually back up. That's not Magukenki. Magukenki, you're the one.
Catch the wind.
Now, just to double check, I don't have a key, right? No, I don't. One of these days. I gotta turn off the consumer request. That marker's bugging me.
Sketch. Diana, let me weave you a verse. Huh?
Oh, so sorry. Dodge this.
At the frying pan, into the fire. Hey,
Your weapon's putting in some work when the trigger goes off.
think you can book me?
He does.
Body and mind.
Nope.
Know my sword. Rain cutter. Sketch. Can't handle your dream.
Freeze. Don't get frostbite.
Race you.
Honestly, with her build the way it is right now, I think Bennett might actually help her energy recharge a little bit
Shake it and
with the
stir.
pyro resonance. Well, not the resonance, but the
Look at you, Boozle. Think you can
particle generation.
Dodge this.
Booba, get them. Shake it and stir.
Oh, you dookie. Dookie dookie. You made it so I missed.
Freeze.
At the frying pan, into the fire.
Cool it.
Nice. Very smooth. Another 2. Hold on just 1 second. Well, that's not helping my head any. I can smell cigarette smoke outside the apartment building, and you're not supposed to be smoking so close to the building. Let's go Mondstadt. Yeah, we'll start with... Stop taking my dandelion seeds, dang it! I need those for Eula eventually. Hi. I wonder if I'll ever see the other parts of this again. I don't know. You know, I should actually have taken a look at how many dandelion seeds I actually had, just to see if it does take them. Or maybe recorrect my model. She was kind of wigging when I got up to check outside the window. Nope, nope, Kaya, you can teleport. Don't be such a slacker. I think the roughest part about having a free-to-play account is trying to pick and choose who you like, who you think is going to be best for the account. That depends on your knowledge of the game and stuff like that. But also there's the luck of the draw. As we saw, my roster is nothing but bows and cryo. So having a pyro unit wouldn't be a bad thing, another pyro unit. But at the same time, in terms of like storing up the wishes and everything, like we said, we have Baiju coming up. Baiju is a solid healer. Does all right with Dendro application. In terms of just like wandering around Sumeru, would actually like to have him just because he's a catalyst user. So he just has to go up to something and go poke instead of using their skill or something. And again, his healing is very, very solid. I 100% recommend him as a healer. Starfleet. And then in 4.7, somebody being attacked again. In 4.7, we've already seen the drip marketing for Clorand and Siegeween, and I believe it's been confirmed that Siegeween is 5-star. Do not quote me on that if she is not. Feel free to correct me.
Freeze.
Ooh, 8,000. I don't care if it was a slime. New high for Kaya. You saved me. Yes, because the quest prompted me to. You're lucky I saw it. And I got drops. But yeah, we got the drip marketing for Clorand and Siegeween, so we know the two characters that should be on release then for the limited 5-star. Will they run together? No, they usually split those up. I've never actually seen them do 2 new 5-stars at one time.
This moment will be frozen.
Yeah, you get your burst back fast enough, Kaya, that's fine.
Cool it.
There it is. Nice shooting there, Kaya. And look at that, he's already got his burst back. And doink! So presumably in 4.7, we're going to see Farina get her rerun, and I believe Risley, because it would make sense that Risley would run against one of those two characters, and I'm more banking on he'll be against Siegeween, with Farina going with Clorant, just because of their dynamics during the Archon quests. And honestly, like, I would have to see more of her kit. I wouldn't mind Clorant, but if she does go run against Farina, I 100% would roll on Farina for this account. She has made my main account surprisingly really good, especially because I do like running healers. So if I ended up getting Baiju, so I get Baiju and then Farina, that would be amazing.
Nice and spicy.
Let's shield up.
My sword.
I am not using Pyronado. Break.
Rain outlines your fate.
Freeze.
There we go.
Get them.
Cool it.
No second ones? No reinforcements? Okay. That all my commissions? I have one more. Why did I have the marker there? I can't remember what was there. I gotta start like marking the
Come on,
markers.
let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all.
But yeah, so I also expressed that I wanted Risley. Now that doesn't have to be on this account. I'll state that. That doesn't have to be on this account. I just want him on one of my accounts. I love his playstyle. I love his character. I wish they did more with him in the Archon Quest. Now, granted, the Archon Quest was not about Risley, of course. You know what? No, you do this. Again, you get your burst back fast enough, Gaia, so. Done and done. You drop stuff. Let me pick that up for you. Alright, let's go talk to Catherine. Don't know why you wanted to pin all the way down there, but alright.
Add Astra at. Thank you for completing to. Add Astra at.
And here's the other thing, too. More specifically, like, I would have to look up which set is good for Lenny. I almost want to say it's the Mara Chase. I could be wrong. Mara Chase or Golden Troop. Considering the fact those came out, I believe, with him on his original run. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, too, because I came in on the rerun banner for Zhongli and Tartaglia when I originally started. And yeah, Battle Pass. Not enough. Need that Mora. Alright, we got enough for one more round with Mangukeki. Selecting Azuma. Got it. I can play
Is
video
always
games.
far more effective in the rain. This is going to get interesting.
I would say you're right, Kaya, except for you can't freeze bosses. But man, if you could. Correction, if you could freeze all bosses. Because the boss you fight for Collaborator can be frozen.
Shake it and stir.
Freeze!
Alright, do your thing.
Special. Eat this. Out of the frying pan. Let me weave you a verse.
Cool it! This one it will be frozen in time.
Nice and spicy.
Dodge this!
Do you want?
Rain outlines your fate.
You always get frozen. Nope.
Shake it and stir. Witness the power of Goodwill. Look at you, Boo Down.
Freeze! Oh, so sorry.
No, you don't run.
You're toast.
That was dirty.
Cool it!
Know my sword. Out of the frying
Well,
pan, into the fire.
I gotta level her spear too.
What's the hurry? Dodge this!
Although I could look up the quest for the Catan. I think I can do the Catan quest now.
Scratch.
The characters are not wanting to switch.
Get them. Let me weave you a verse.
Don't get frostbite. Freeze!
Lenny has the HP bounce thing, so yeah, it's the hunters. Okay. So I mean, like, the good news is like if I did get Lenny, or even Arlecchino, I would farm one of those domains, and then whatever I don't like, I just throw into the strong box because every character I have right here, their artifact sets can be thrown into the strong box. And we got two. Is it his charge attacks that do the HP drain like Nouvellette? Because I didn't actually notice that in his trial that he had the HP bounce thing. I can go back in and look, I guess. Kazaha. What are you missing? Oh, you're missing your chunks. Okay. Let's go. Let's do the time warp again. I don't know. Okay, I can check. Again, it's one of the things with the trials is that it's like, okay, yeah, everything's dead, but you don't really see how things are working. Did I let me through? I did.
The waves rise high out in the open seas. I too must reach new heights of strength.
Well, that would take practically everything I have. So you can hold off on there for a sec. And we can see. All right, you have enough flowers to go to 80. That's good. Same with the treasure hoarder, so long as I don't level any of Kaya's talents, probably. But those are easy enough. And then the chunks. So now. Okay, so we want to get him to get to 80. So that would take minimum 6 runs. So you get 60 per. So 120. So 2, 3. So I need to use 4 resin? We can use 1 here. Let's see. So it's 20. So yeah, why don't we do this? And we'll
All
see if
the
we
other
can get the
knights
rest of
already
his
have
drops
their
to go to
hands full.
80. And then we'll worry about books as we do like the Arcan quests and stuff. Arcans? What's an Arcan? Monday. All right, why don't we check Winnie? We're just seeing.
Now disappear.
Yes, it's his charge shot. It's just like Nouvellette.
Off we go. Let's light it up. Everybody stand back.
Except for Nouvellette is self-healing. Actually, are you?
Stay calm. Here comes the finale.
No. Okay.
And voila!
Oh, okay. His skill self-heals. Unlike Nouvellette where it's both.
Stand with me. I'll settle this. Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Eat this. I'm going in.
Let's get this show on the road.
Cat. Okay, so yeah, it's his skill that will heal. And it's his charge that'll drain the HP. So that's, yeah, so he would be easy to farm for even right now going to do Marchase. So that's cool.
Cryo is always far more effective in the rain. This is going to get interesting.
Alright, so once we get his stuff, we'll work on Eula, presumably. I have fought him how many times? That's the first time I've noticed that the Oculus popped up on the map. That's kind of funny.
Dodge this! Oh, I'm so sorry.
Nice and spicy. Rain cutter.
Cool it.
After frying pan, into the fire. Pew pew. Think you can bully me?
There we go.
Freeze! Don't get frostbite.
Diana special. Booba, get them. You're toast.
Cool it.
Scratch. Witness the power of Booba. Know my sword.
Oh, so sorry.
Oh, duty head. Man, when the halberd proc, that's really nice. Two. Not looking at with the 5-star artifacts lately. Now that I know he's mono pyro, I don't mind his kit so much. Yeah, it's actually kind of nice. You know, I honestly should see if the rust is good for him. Just just as a shit and giggles, just because I know that if I do get Skyward Harp, I'll throw it on him. But what else can I do? What haven't I done? I don't know. Actually, you know what we could do? Uh, book. Enemies. Where are you? Treasure hoarders. We'll just go beat up a bunch of treasure hoarders because we're gonna need a lot of their drops.
The rain has stopped. Come with me. Let's pick some Matsutake.
No, it lowers charge attack damage. The rest does. Is that why Yuimiya likes it? Because she doesn't rely on her charge?
Race you.
Freeze!
At the frying pan, shaken and stirred.
Dodge
For
this!
this, I probably should have Kazuha, but whatever.
Cool it!
Booba, get them. Huh?
Yeah, now that triggers.
Dodge this!
No way you want to go around as a carousel, but alright. Raw meat. Is that everything? I think that's everything. Yeah, it ups normal attacks too. Oh, okay. That actually makes a lot of sense. Oh, and it's probably why Tartaglia is not bad with it either. Are you close, or am I just running for no reason? I am running for no reason. Thank you, game.
Scratch. Nice and spicy.
Freeze!
Jetpack. Think you can bully me?
I'll take treasure.
How fortunate.
No, this is leeway, so lots of geo sigils, which just means I get more and more of. Oh, what are you? Are you close to anything? Guess here? I guess. Let's not run into the Patui, thank you. I don't want to fight the Patui. Oh, well, maybe I will. There's a bloaty floaty there. All right, let's beat the crap out of the Patui.
This moment will be frozen.
Scratch. Let me weave you a verse. Know my sword.
Floaty, 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 floaty. Oh. What? I'll have to go back and see if I did this on my main. I don't remember this. Got it.
Potential treasure. All right, curiosity. You win again.
It is so awkward to do that stuff with Diona. She's so short. Now, I will say I'm glad I did level her on this account. I don't remember how late into the game I got her. All I remember was going, I don't like bow characters.
Shake
Nope,
and
another
stir.
treasure I haven't gotten. Thank you.
Boba, get them.
Game, please change characters when I ask you to.
Time to act.
Dodge this.
Where are you? Where are you?
Ah! Don't get frostbite. Ha! Freeze.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
There. No tinglies. Ew, got a gold one.
What a bountiful harvest.
Okay. That's everything there. So I'll do one more and then we'll go back to Mugkeki. I'll just float down. Sneak by the Hilly Charles. Oh. Alright, back up here. Back up here, back up here. Apparently there's a treasure box right there. Get my stamina back.
Ah!
How fortunate.
Don't know how I missed that. But as we discussed before, it's probably because,
Catch the wind.
world level went up and new chests spawned. So it's not that I missed it or ignored it. It was that it wasn't there to begin with. Where? Where? Yeah? way down? Probably way down. Right? Or are you just randomly on these things? You might be randomly on these things. Treasure. More treasure. Oh. Well, okay then.
No, my sword. Think you can bully me? Nice and spicy.
Why on such enclosed spaces? You weren't gonna win.
None of this will go to waste.
But I was up there, and there was nothing there. Is there a cave nearby? No, we're not gonna start the time trial. Hmm? Oh, look at that. Okay. Let's bring in Ningguang.
Let's make haste.
Or you could do that, sure. Hmm. This is a similar issue that Zhongli has. Ah, crap. I might need Geo Traveler. But that's okay. We'll just mark that this is here, and I'll come back later if I can't get her to do this. I can't see where the floor is.
Don't waste my time.
Yep, no idea where she was aiming with that. So we'll just mark it here, and I will come back. So, mug?
Is it time for a magic show?
No, not quite.
I'll bring my seasonings.
Time for some food. That. Mark that there. And we'll go back to Magukiki. And we all have our burst back. Yay! I do really wish they would up the resin cap too.
Freeze.
I mean, I have all those
Can't handle your drink.
resins and stuff like that, but they don't last long. Like,
Rain cutter.
that's where my main sat for the longest time too. It was like 40 something, and then I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna farm the heck out of the Marchase domain. And you know, it's not a huge waste of resin. I mean, you have to farm artifacts at some point. Dang it, your shield sucks.
Rain outlines your fate. You're toast.
Freeze. Oh, so sorry.
Alright, Kaya, you can do it.
Cool it.
Sketch. Look at you, Boozle.
That's now the second time I've done that.
No, my sword.
And two. Okay. I mean, that's a start of something decent. Alright, back to Leeway? Is that what the treasure part is for? Yeah. We'll go heal up a little bit. And we'll see if we can find those treasure hoarders. Hello? I didn't touch you. What? I don't know what happened. Let's go in from this way. Beans? Oh. Alright. Over here. You run down here. Oh, they're over here. So I wasn't completely wrong. I just overshot.
Ah! Take my hammer. Freeze.
No, thank you.
Not good.
Dodge this. Good.
Picked the wrong test subject.
Anything else? Now what do you want to tell me? Oh, Bond of Life had 2 pages. Yeah, go back up and across the water.
Body and
I believe I bet down here. Nope, we're going the wrong way. Pardon me. I went to the wrong camp.
Another test subject.
Booba, get them! Think you can bully me? Rain outlines your fate.
Cool it.
Have a little taste.
Nice and spicy.
I'm liking that he's hitting for 9,000 or 8,000, which I believe is a crit. I think his normal is 5,000. But Kaya's doing some damage, and I appreciate that. It looks like he's getting hit in the head. Rude!
Freeze.
Now you're dead. You become dinner.
What's the hurry?
Wish they would do a little quality of life thing with the stupid boars, too. They're so aggressive. Not that they can kill you, although I believe there's an achievement for one killing you. Oh, hello. There's 2 of you. I will break you. But yeah, quality of life stuff. Do something about the AI on the board. They're very, very quick to attack you for no reason. Which one of you saw me?
This moment will be frozen.
You.
Booba, get them!
Did that tingle?
What's the hurry? Cool it.
Nice
Robot.
and spicy.
Oh, you're on a rock. That's why. Yeah, I wish they would do something with boars. I wish they would do something about the resin cap. Either make it replenish faster or up it. That's it. That's all they really need to do. And also possibly get rid of the daily restrictions on domains. I'm not really sure why that's in place. I'm honestly not. Because if I don't have a domain to go farm, I just condense my resin for the day and just let it be. And if I have to spend it because, I can't condense more resin, there's another thing. Maybe up the cap of the amount of condensed resin you can carry or something. But, I'll just go and farm ley lines. Which honestly, at least once a week, I should just farm the ley lines to make sure I have resources.
Cryo is always far more effective in the rain. This is going to get interesting.
Why can't the lightning hit Mungo Kanki? That would be good.
Can't handle your drink. Booba, get them. Eat this. No, my sword. Rain cutter.
Oh, so sorry.
Okay, exchange the jangling.
Freeze!
Out of the way.
Witness the power of Gugwa.
This one will be frozen in time.
Now I don't want to kick it. He's gonna run. There he goes.
Ha! I'm here.
Dodge this.
Freeze!
Yeah! Pew pew! Scratch!
That seriously messed up my charge on that? Seriously?
Cool it!
No, my sword! Huh? Let me weave you a verse.
That's a shadow.
Freeze!
Shake and stir! Diana special!
Oh, so sorry.
Nope. Stop.
Booba, get them!
Dodge this.
No, my sword!
Go, little team, go. Nice. Another 2. No 5-star. Where is that?
Time to act.
Presumably it's in a spot that I can't get to just yet, but we'll go take a look. Grab these 2. In case I ever pull for Chiori. I don't know if I'd ever use Kujo Sara. Here, let's see. I'll grab these. Is it under it? It is. Oh, yeah. It's down here. It's down here. Just gotta remember how to get in there. Brain's not wanting to do puzzles today. More treasure hoarders. Not gonna lie, I almost ran by them.
Yeah. Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Cool it! The hunter becomes the hunted.
Alright, there's more to this camp. Oh, he's just right down the way. Alright.
Nice and spicy!
Finally done.
I'll take the apples. Yum, yum, yum. And some fruit actually does sound pretty good right now.
Out of the frying
Oh, no.
pan, into the... No!
Oh, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. nothing. Oh, you didn't die. All right.
Rain outlines your fate.
The hunter becomes the hunted.
Oh, there's a thingamabobber nearby. Where you be? Probably way up there. Okay, thank you. Get them tall boys to do the climbing. Alright, over here. Oh, yeah, this, okay, I remember searching for this one over here and I couldn't seem to locate it. Because I originally thought, because, like, it's right here. So I think this is the room with the puzzle in it, the one behind the gate, maybe? Then I'll look into that later. Up or that's south. South. I wonder how long it would actually take to kill every enemy on the world map.
Catch the wind. Ah! Freeze.
Scratch. Boba, get them.
What's the hurry?
Free! I got cast. Picked
That looked
the
like it
wrong
was
test
painful.
subject.
And that looks like it's all the marks in the book. But of course, we know there's more treasure quarters around, so 11 hours before those all respawn. That is okay by me.
Cryo is always far more effective in the rain. This is going to get interesting.
Ooh, that was quite the fall, guy.
Think you can bully me? Look at you, Boozle.
This moment will be frozen.
Eat this. Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of Gura. Nice and spicy. Shaken and stirred.
Dodge this.
Rain cutter.
Oh, so sorry. Freeze.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Help! Regenerate's attacking me. Stay on
Why are you going to eat Mangekeki?
Out the frying pan, into the fire. Know my soul. Witness the power of Gura. You're toast. Nice and spicy. Think you can bully me?
Dodge this. Don't get frostbite.
No, stop freezing me.
Shaken and stirred.
Cool it.
Can't handle your dream.
Dodge this.
Ta-da! Alright, we got 3 on that one. So what's that put us at? Huzzah! No, we don't want to check level up. Oh, he only needs one more. One more fight. That's cool. I will take that. So we will let that respawn. I know we gotta. Yeah, so that was one last fight that I needed to do because we did get the 3-drop. I appreciate that. Where do we want to go? Well, I do know where there's one chunk of treasure hoarders, so we might as well just go and fight them right now. Right over here.
Come on, let's go bask in the sun a bit. If you aren't coming, I'll just go by myself. Last chance. Are you coming or not?
You just go sit on the windowsill there, Gildy. You'll get plenty of sun there. Think you saw the last of me?
Cool it.
Boba, get them!
Dodge this. Oh, so sorry.
Nice and spicy.
A little taste.
Shake it and stir.
Cool it.
Awesome. Don't grab the artifacts yet. That'll totally screw up when I do the run later.
Freeze.
Time to rain outlines your fate. Boba, get them!
Yay, sword heals. That's the only real place I remember there being a small handful of treasure hoarders, and that's just because I pass it every time with the artifact route. Do, do, do.
Is there time for...
Is that enough time for you to respawn? Considering I don't see you on my list, I'm gonna say yes.
I'll whip one open.
No, there's no time for that.
Oh, I don't...
And there we go. So yeah, this is the plan for right now, is to kind of farm the bosses like this, and then I'll get some books as we go along, whether it be through ley lines or story and stuff like that, just to make sure I can have our characters go to 80. And then once I feel set with that and their weapons are pretty good, we'll start doing, I totally did that backwards. Pop.
This moment will be frozen.
Start farming some artifact sets. Ow. Totally didn't see that wore off. Okay, you got your burst. Yep. I got her health back, that's fine. Well, now you're gonna go back in here.
Frostbite.
Nice and spicy. You're toast. Rain cutter.
It's fine.
Think you can bully me?
Freeze.
No, no, no. That was a cheap shot. All right. Oh, we got a chunk too. Nice. That's good. That's good. So we'll see how we are doing with chunks too. Because he's going to need quite a bit, I think. Because we need two. Yeah, we're 2 of 6. So we'll probably have to convert some of them, which is fine. Or if absolutely necessary, we can go pick on the hypostasis just to get some ammo. But everything else is fine for him to go to 80. So all said and good there. Which means next time we'll start on Eula. So right now I think I'm going to use the rest of my resin on uh, some bookies. You know, let's go to Mondstadt tends to have some treasure hoarders. And a reminder that it's not just Kaya that needs them and Kazuha. Bennett is going to need them as well. And he is going to be definitely someone we take into consideration for when we do stuff. Yeah. Nipgrass. Actually, you know what? Zhangling, you did good job. I kind of need Kazuha for this just to make it a lot simpler.
Want me to come along?
Yes. Yes, I do. Hey, treasure hoarders!
One with nature. Freeze. Into the wind.
Witness the power of Go.
This moment will be frozen in time. Cool it. One with nature.
I wasn't done.
Oh, you're still alive. Okay. Sure.
Dodge this.
I was just looking at all my shinies, and there's still somebody trying to hit me. Where'd the berries come from? Did Kaza's skill like suck in the berries from the branch? Oh yeah, we got some condensed resin too. So I could get some extra, but we're gonna just spend what I got right now. And I think it's funny that I said it was gonna be a quick stream and I went my normal length by doing this stuff. So I hope you don't mind.
What's the hurry? What's the hurry?
But honestly, I feel like this is a really good call. Now let's let's. Oh, how dare you stomp on Xingqiu? That's just rude.
The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds call. Cool it.
Let me weave you a verse.
One with nature.
I normally kill that thing first, and I totally just didn't. Pew, pew, pew. Alright. And that's the rest of our resin for now. Honestly, since I will be doing that, I will level Kazuha up to level 70. That's totally fine. Yes. Yeah, and we just need the chunks. So why don't we go see if we can get those chunks, right? See if we... No, don't start summoning the Dragon Zord. Maybe 2? How many do I have of these? 6 already? Okay, so just give me only one more, I think, so... Let's see. Got that. 2 here. What does that put you at, Kazuha? I need 2 more. Okay. Do I have any Geo? I do. So now we can go here. And we go here. And we're going to take Geos. I need more of those things. And there we go. Level 8. Well, broken to 80 Kazaha. Do you not say nothing? For 80? Really? Oh, that takes a lot of books. Look at that. But that does give us a wish. That's cool. So that
This
puts us at...
scenery is wonderful.
I'm glad you think so, Kazuha.
Surely enough to convince him.
Puts us at 6. And Eula will give us 3? Because she's 40 right now, right?
To become a wanderer.
Let's check Eula. That's not Eula. Yeah, so we got her initial 1. So 1, 2. So she'll give us another 2. Lynette will give us 1. So that puts us at 9. We already got ours from the Traveler. Okay. And then we have the Battle Pass. We'll have the month flip, which is what, next week? Week after? Something like that. It really doesn't help that I have an outdated calendar on my wall. But yeah, we're making it. We're doing it. So yeah, so I think that might be what I'll do for the rest of the week, just to give myself a little bit of a break with the story, because I know I'm going to have to, like I said, I'm going to stream a little bit longer and at a certain point, which I literally think is right after doing the stuff for Alhaitham. So I don't think Alhaitham stuff is going to take too terribly long. So I do want to get our characters a little up to snuff. So we'll work on Eula starting tomorrow. We'll pop more fragile resin to get that done. And then throughout the week after doing that, I'll do, obviously I'll do some exploration to get some books. I'll do ley lines. I know Mora's going to be a thing too, but now that the battle pass is back too, speaking of which, we should be able to get some resources. As it is, we'll get some of our resin back. And we'll get another wish here too. So if I do all the leveling for Eula and Lynette, and then get this one, we can do the 10 pull on the standard banner, and we'll see if I pull Linny or not. Otherwise, I might actually just go for it and go for Arlecchino. Because I do dig the gameplay. I think she can be fun, as long as you're not taking it so, like, uber unga bunga serious. I mean, can you be serious in unga bunga? I guess you can. I mean, I respect the review of that there's a problem with like the targeting, because I have that with Sino, and I'm like, okay, I know to expect that. That's okay. Well, what kind of team compositions is she good in? She possibly could be good in quite a few situations, and I'm kind of curious to see, specifically if I get her on the alt, like how she'll jive with the roster we have. Because again, it's not huge. We could do Burgeon with Dendro Traveler, so that could be kind of fun. But again, like I could level Kirara as her shielder. Kirara's shield is nothing to sneeze at. It's actually fairly good. Honestly, if I pull her in, I would definitely use her. And that's Layla. Layla has the second strongest shield in the game. So I wouldn't mind doing that. Kazuma, could you stop? Wouldn't mind doing that. I would actually want to pair her with Lynette, father and daughter, why not? So I think I would actually have a really good time. But again, I'm gonna honor what I said, just because this account is plagued by bows. If I pull the Skyward Harp in that 10 pull, because that should be the 5-star, I will pull for Linny. If by chance this is like, nah, you're gonna go into hard pity, and that 10 pull does not net the 5-star, I will pull on Arlecchino. Because it's going to take a bit to get back those standard wishes. Because the funny thing is, I don't see them coming up so often. I could use Primos, but why would I do that? Primo's good for limited. I do show a lot of respect for people that do standard only though, because you get a lot of variety, or so I'm told. I haven't seen any yet. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the chill vibe. Again, sorry about my headache. That's why I kind of shifted gears. Um, the good news is that it has tapered off a lot. Um, so I did treat it quickly enough to stream. But yeah, I think, like I said, I think for the rest of the week we'll do Kazaha. Why? You're adorable. Here, Eula, what do you do? Um, but yeah, I think we're gonna just focus on our characters at this moment in time. I think it's a great opportunity to do that. And this way also we can flip around some compositions. So like I can get used to using someone like Eula in place of Kaya or, whatever the team setup I want to do with Eula. Kind of want to use Yanfei at some point. Like if I get Mona, I might try to do like a vape team with Mona and Yanfei because I do have plenty of books. I would have to see what Yanfei does. Yanfei, I think Yanfei wants attack, right? Or is he EM? I don't know. I actually have to look at their kits. But yeah. So far so good and having a blast doing this account. It's
I wonder
really
when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
you'll keep wondering that. It's been 3 years, Barbara. Here, let's flip to that screen. There you go. You can look at your leaf all you want, Kazaha. I gotta say, doing the second account has been an absolute blast. Uh, knowing what I know now on how to play the game. Am I the best at it? No, absolutely not. But I have so much fun on a game like this. Well, at least this game. I can understand its ins and outs and stuff like that. Could I play Zelda? Maybe at this point. I have never played a Legends of Zelda game. I want to point that out. Which is why I was thinking I would not like this. I didn't play any action RPGs before. And it was very obvious this was basically I almost said Skyward Sword, Breath of the Wild. So I was like, I'm not gonna like this. And then add in the gotcha aspect. I was like, man, I don't know. And yeah, on my main, I swipe every now and then. As I mentioned, I did swipe to get to the 50-50 and hope for C2 Nebulet, and I didn't get him. Nuvolet, not Nebulet. So I am guaranteed on Arlecchino, and I'm going to pull on her on my main since I do have stuff to use for her. But yeah, going absolute free to play on this account, minimizing instead of being like, oh, I need to level this person, I need to level this character, I need to do this, I need to do that. Like actually focusing on certain characters has helped a lot. It has shown that you do run out of resources very, very quickly. And in part, it's like, okay, well, maybe you don't level the character to 20 so you can have your resources. But it doesn't actually take that much. Like, if you had like 20 characters sitting there and you did it for all of them, it would take a small chunk of it. But, sporadically with how often I do pull with every 10 pull, it hasn't been that bad. And it's just trying to plan out what I want to do. Planning out what I want to do has been a little bit overwhelming at times because I am restricted on what I can do because it's free to play. So you're not going to get all the resources in the world. But having you think a little bit differently because of that is never a bad thing either. And, having that knowledge and going back to my main, going, oh, you know what? I should do this instead. Again, not a bad thing. Um, I'm looking forward to being able to farm domains and really seeing what they can do. And then making sure we have all their stuff to go to 90. And once, we have our two teams set, because, yeah, we're talking Spiral Abyss, then I will, up the world level and stuff like that. The number one thing I would say to any new player is don't up your world level until you feel you're ready to. And I learned that even back on my main account because I was like, man, these things are hitting really hard or I'm dealing no damage. I need to up my characters, but I need to do it in a safe way because if I up it too early, I might not get through it, or I'm going to have to ask my husband to come in with me and literally carry me through content just so I could farm. And I didn't really want to do that. He's been very helpful on this account. He actually helped me through Dragonspine, um, especially since the only pyro characters I do have are Amber. Well, this was before I got Yanfei. Amber and Zhangling. And he found out that in co-op he actually enjoyed playing Dory, so it wasn't a total wash or anything like that. I was farming. I think it was a weapon domain to up one of the characters' weapons. I almost want to say it was the Iron Sting, and it almost took me 4 minutes. I could do it. It just took so long because of the way the domain is structured. Because it was you have to kill the thing to increase the timer. So my husband just went, "Hey, do you want help?" And I went, "Yes, please." So he came in with Tainari and the Raiden Shogun and obliterated everything for me. And I was like, "Thank you." Um, but yeah, it's also been really nice to play different characters, even though I'm saying that, like, oh hey, I'm going to pull for Baiju because I like his healing, instead of using a different character to heal. Like say Noelle. I'm not a huge fan of Noelle, honestly. Like playstyle, I'm not a huge fan of Noelle. Um, maybe that's because I haven't given her a chance, but I haven't really had a party to really make her sing either. But it's been nice to play. Like Zhangling, I got super late because apparently reading comprehension's not my strong shoot, strong suit. I didn't realize I could go into the abyss when I did. So I just kept saying, "Oh, this round hasn't started yet." I was like, "Oh, it hasn't refreshed yet. Okay, I'll wait." And I just kept waiting and waiting, and then we're like, "Maybe we should just go in." And then I was like, "Okay, yep, there she is." So I got Zhangling pretty late, which was disappointing, which is why she's kind of in a weird spot on my account. She is C6 though, and I kind of want to, like, you know what, I want to do you right now. That sounds wrong. I want to do right by you right now. Which is why I'm like, I'll set some time out of my way and out of my way. Man, man, my headache might be gone, but I left my brain mush. Um, I'll set some time aside and do the fishing to get the catch. Um, and then obviously farm her artifacts as well. Will she still remain part of the main team? I don't know. I might actually split some stuff up and have her and Bennett probably maybe with Eula. Although Eula wants Shatter, so she would probably go with Diona. So I guess Zhongling, Bennett, and Kaya. So it all depend on where my Hydro is coming from. If I got Farina, I could do that fun team with Farina. That would be cool. But Xingqiu can be over there, and then we could figure out another way to freeze to do Shatter. Um, yeah. But I'm enjoying this so far. I would recommend if people are feeling the need to, like a little bit of burnout or something like that, not only to take a breather from the game, but start over. Make a new account and see it with fresh eyes, with the knowledge you have. Make it a challenge run if you want, whether it be swords only, polearm only, standard pulls only, or pulling on whatever and you let the pulls decide on what your party is going to be. I feel that's a little bit easy to do on like a limited banner because even though it can go off banner sometimes. But I mean, you do like pulls decide with the standard banner and just have a blast doing that. Or heaven forbid you try doing it on the Chronicle Witch. That would be a challenge in and of itself. Here, have bows. No character, just bows. See bows in my sleep. But yeah, I would suggest doing something like that. You get all your exploration again, seeing the world for the first time again and going, oh man, I remember doing this. And, maybe remembering something silly you did when you first started, going, how the heck did I do that? It's been a nice journey doing this and sharing it with you guys too, if I'm being honest. And I'm going to continue to have some fun with on the game, with you guys, Twitch in general, everything. And with that, I went to my normal time, which again I think is silly, but even though it's a short stream, normal stream. But I hope you all had fun. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, sans headache. Remind me, don't eat cheese. Not that cheese, anyway. And until then, take care. See you guys tomorrow.